first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on some few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston. On play action, Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Jameis to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
The Steelers at 2 and 6 now in the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play fake. Winston.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
To throw, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, and you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
4th down, Winston. Complete, it's Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a first down carry for Harris, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Anthony Harris on the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, Winston completes this one to Pickens. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw again on second down. Cousins toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on first down. Cook
taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, Addison. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Winston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cousins to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. To throw is Winston.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers
First down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Addison, 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Addison. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try to throw now. Winston.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd and goal. Winston. He's got Mason complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Winston on 4th down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Cousins now. And complete, right side to Cook. The ball comes out. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Addison. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So we reach past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have...
And Winston lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Winston again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Jameis now on first down.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The first down throw for Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Boswell's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
To throw is Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Waddle now to return it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a very good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings always set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
Down to about the 45.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Rolling to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Addison, and he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down now, Addison. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Winston now.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking sideline, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st
first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with... Necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to us, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, Addison has some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Look at the geography we're staring at. This part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing is Cousins. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8. From From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the air again, it's Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, Addison, and some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 82 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they will take a knee here. So this